Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut 11. This is Kathy speaking, and the messenger is here. Today, the 11th of June of 2024. I hope that you are all doing well. Thank you for your love and your support and your loyalty regarding Divine Debut 11. As many of you know, we've got Divine Debut 12 as well, which is another channel where we randomly do tarot readings. We answer your questions there. Here we always reference the stars as well as the tarot. We utilize both, and that's why these readings here on Divine Debut 11 are much deeper, and obviously, these are general readings. We read the energies as above, so below. So today, the 11th of June, the moon is transiting through Leo and in a bit of a woozy connection to Saturn transiting through Pisces. There's something to do with our emotions that we need to tweak relative to what the blockages are that Saturn from Pisces is bringing. Okay, we've been mentioning that the first part of June and the Gemini season. Happy birthday, dear Gemini, if you're celebrating these days around the 11th. We've been saying that it's a good month. We've had a lot of beautiful aspects which are still continuing, I must say, but what's coming through also are some challenging aspects. So there's something emotionally we need to tweak today. I suppose the message could be relevant for you when you watch this reading, could be after a couple of days. Nevertheless, yeah, so it's Gemini season. We've got so much going on in Gemini. We've seen the connection, the conjunction of the Venus and the Sun, and Mercury is coming up to this Sun to have its Kazemi with the Sun. So we've got Venus, Sun, Mercury, and Jupiter. Jupiter is also in Gemini. So there's a lot going on in Gemini. Just recently, the moon's transited through Gemini, so that's 5 celestial bodies in the past few days that we've had through the sign of Gemini. And what is Gemini? It's a mutable air sign. It's all about communication, our perception, how we speak, how we listen. Are we listening to others? Are we listening to the other person, whoever is communicating with us? Are we really listening, or are we just perceiving things in the way that we understand things? Maybe take a step back. Gemini is about new, fresh energies, right? Fresh energies, a lot to do with siblings, relatives, neighbors, your close environment. Lots of movement, lots of travel. Many of you know I have been away, so we did not do the messenger last week, but we did a very quick twin flame soulmate connection reading, which we'll be doing tomorrow Wednesday. Today is Tuesday when we bring the messenger to you. So all right, Mars has ingressed into Taurus. Mars is in the house of Venus. Taurus is a Venus ruled sign. So at this time, Mars, at that first degree of Taurus, is squaring over to Pluto in Aquarius. So we're talking about those fixed energies of the fixed signs, so Taurus and Aquarius, right? This can be a dangerous connection between Mars and Pluto. It can be forceful, it could be controlling, it could be quite explosive. I do feel, always those first degrees or the last degrees of a sign are very much about change. And, you know, think about it this way. Mars, which is desire, passion, action, energy, fire, anger, aggression, at that first degree, it's as though Mars he's left his home sign of Aries, stepped now into Taurus. So he needs to tiptoe around. There is a possibility of great aggression, anger, control, those repressed emotions not having found an outing and a release, and therefore that anger that's withheld from within emotionally could turn into aggression. So I want to say, be careful. We do have these challenging and aggressive and forceful natures in the air today. So just take a step back if you can. Take a deep breath before you act or react. Okay? There may be also, I want to take the Karma Dharma card first. There may be miscommunications today as Mercury is coming up to the sun. Mercury is burnt by the sun. So therefore, even though Mercury is in his home sign of Gemini, he's so close to the sun. Be careful. Words can be like knives. They can burn. There can be misunderstandings. So keep that in mind. Oh my God. Oh my God. What is this tower about, dear Spirit? And we've got Mars. This is a Mars-ruled card, the tower. But I also see it as Uranus, and Uranus is very close to Algol, Medusa, the head. She's got a head of snakes. Do take care. Mars is in the same sign now with Uranus. So there can be action and reaction, which will bring tower moments, which can be enlightenment, but through challenge, through big changes, through shocking and very revealing situations. Okay, so what is breaking down? What are we becoming aware about? So we're seeing the light. Something is being revealed. So we've got the Hermit here, which the Hermit is Virgo. Virgo rules the natural sixth house, which is our daily routine, our health regime, our work. What do we do on a daily basis? Anything to do with our pets, with our, as I said, our health, which could be physical or mental as well. But something is being revealed today. Something is being revealed. It could be what is sort of stopping and limiting our movement forward. Because remember, Gemini is all about movement. It's about travel. It's about transiting, going from A to B. It's about learning. There's something that we are learning, possibly that's revealed, but through some sort of a revelation. Now, the tower is not only a difficult card. I see it many times as getting unstuck, because remember, Uranus is transiting through Taurus, which is a fixed earth sign. Now, Taurus rules the natural second house, which is our money, our security, our values, our senses, feeling good, doing things for ourselves that make us feel good. What gives us that security, that emotional, that physical, that financial security? There's something that's being revealed today. Now, so we've got the Sun, Venus, and Mercury all squaring over to Saturn in Pisces. Remember, Pisces could be very much about confusion, illusion, deception, but also a sense of sort of getting lost, losing our way. Saturn will ground us. Saturn will dissolve those boundaries. I should say that, the endless sense of feeling lost. Saturn would give us that direction. So it's as though Spirit is telling us today, or around about today when you receive this message, that something needs to happen. But remember that we're talking about major arcana energies here. It's as though Saturn is limiting and saying, not this way, that way. So remember, a square is never an easy aspect. And Saturn says that we need to still continue to work on something, to ground ourselves and start building. But maybe we need to tweak things. Gemini is all about decisions. Communicate, tweak, change, ask questions, learn, right? And whatever is going on, nevertheless, because there's so much air now, there's so much air, which is all about communication, movement, and change. That sometimes we need to think on our feet. We know Uranus and Mars, they're fast. They're fast. Mars is fire and Uranus is air. It's also our perception. It could be an ingenious thought, a fantastic idea, and it could come from others as well, because we know that the Hermit could be an advisor, could be a doctor, could be a detective, could be a teacher, could be someone that's very wise, that's giving us the information, that's showing us which way to go. But nevertheless, the Hermit is a 9, and 9s do speak to a closing up of a cycle. Let's take the good tarot and see what is going on, what's coming through. Whatever's going on in Gemini is in good connection to Chiron in Aries. Chiron is the resolution, it's the key, it's the resolution to a problem, to a blockage, to a wound that we've been carrying from our childhood, from a past lifetime. Okay, Venus is preparing soon. She's going to enter Cancer. Today on Instagram, and we've got the address, we've got the link beneath. If you're interested in connecting with us on Instagram, we do take a card daily. Today we had the Two of Cups, and that is Venus in Cancer. So, wow. 7 of Water has come through. This would be more Pisces. Lots of opportunities, but a lot of confusion. As we know, Neptune is at the last minutes of Pisces, the sign that he rules. Hopefully Saturn transiting through Pisces is taking off those rose-colored glasses. There's a sense of urgency with Neptune carrying the whole zodiac on his back. Neptune is water, emotions. Trust your higher self, trust your intuition. Pisces is mutable water. So we're talking a lot about a lot of transmutation and changes where the vision, the emotions, endings pertaining to karmic, large, huge chapters in our lives are playing out. Jupiter is still in a beautiful connection from Gemini over to Pluto. Jupiter from Gemini and Pluto in Aquarius. So a lot to do with cerebral energies, thoughts, perceptions, communication. There's a plethora of information out there. So ask those questions. What's going on, dear Spirit? What is going on today? What is coming through? We've got Fortune's Wheel, which is a Jupiter. It's a Jupiterian card, of course, and it's a card of divine timing. It's a card of truth, wisdom, expansion, endings, justice, huge fated changes. It feels like, and we know that Jupiter, many of us know, nevertheless, we know that Jupiter rules Sagittarius, but Jupiter also rules Pisces, remember. And Jupiter does speak to our beliefs. We could be dealing with foreigners. There could be a lot of clarity, a lot of changes that are bringing some magic in. The magic could be information, if not physical, tangible things, because Mars now in Taurus, we know Taurus is about security, and this is where we're putting the effort in. So maybe there's a potential now to take action. But remember that I feel, because we've got a major arcana card here, obviously this is saying that Spirit wants to bring us the truth, wants to bring us these openings, these endings of cycles, because this is a 10, it turns into an ace. Possibly we've got divine source help in closing up a chapter. We've got 9 here, the Hermit, and then we've got a 10 here. So the information comes in, the truth comes in, fated changes, divine timing for change and new beginnings are here. Whatever is being cleared is bringing a lot of truth, is bringing a sense of justice, many opportunities. Let's see what else we've got. What does the Wheel of Fate bring in? And we've got the Hierophant. And the Hierophant, another major arcana card, Taurus is here. The Hierophant could be a contract. It could be a commitment. It could be a promise for marriage. We know that the Hierophant is also a teacher. It could be a spiritual guru. It could be support from family. This is Taurian energy. And Mars has stepped into Taurus now. The Hierophant, remember, is a 5. And 5s do speak to change. This is hierarchy. This is, the Hierophant sits in a position of leadership. There's wisdom. We know that the Hierophant holds those 2 keys many times, as I say, and the keys do remind me of Chiron. So these are fated positive changes that are bringing support, positive changes, possibly financial stability, because the 7 of Cups does remind me of the fish in the Lenormand, which speaks to abundance. So this is like having a connection. We've got Neptune, Jupiter, and Venus, my friends. We had a conjunction of these 3 planets in Pisces a couple of years ago. Now it's like whatever was going on 2 years ago is now bearing the fruit, is now producing the fruit, the abundance. Let's take a few more messages. We have the Moon. So we've also got Cancer, Pisces. The Moon does rule the natural 4th house, which brings a sense of security. Matters to do with the past, the home, the family, the mother. Pay attention, strong intuition around now. Possibly also things being revealed that were hidden. The Moon can speak to strong psychic ability and also a spiritual connection, could be a secret one. This could be self-awareness and enlightenment, self-awareness, an opening of the consciousness of our path moving forward on another level. 3 major arcana cards, incredible. Okay. We have the King of Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, more Taurus. The King of Earth speaks to someone very stable. This is a father, a boss, a leader, someone that may provide you with security, someone that's there to guide you, someone that is supportive of you. For some of you, this could be your own energy. This is what you are embodying at this time. There's great experience, great maturity. We know this is the minor arcana of the Emperor, my dear friends, and the most experienced king. This could be someone that owns their own business, someone that sits in a position of hierarchy. We see a lot of cycles here, many, many cycles. So you've been there, done that. You've been here before. Maybe you needed to return to a particular cycle. The awareness comes through now. If you haven't been able to make the changes, because we are talking about fixed energies, because of fear, looks like the hand of spirit comes in now and says, take the enlightenment, take the understanding now. Remember, we've recently had Uranus and Jupiter in the sign of Taurus. So generally speaking, and in the recent past, and I'm going to say as well, possibly also recently in the past as the moon was passing through Taurus, let's say a week back, something is going to be shown at this point. Something has been triggered. Someone's had some sort of enlightenment. This could be a wonderful surprise, if not something shocking. What is the outcome, please, Spirit? And we've got the 3 of Earth. Some of you, for some of you, this could be a work situation. 3s always speak to expansion, growth, possibly involving 3 people. Yes, this is a work situation, or the 3 of Pentacles I see as someone ready to collaborate. Someone that's ready to put in the effort. But this is also someone that's possibly looking at your abilities, your creative abilities, because 7 of Cups is a very creative card. There's something that you're creating, you're being noticed. What is at the bottom, please, Spirit? And we've got the High Priestess. So we've got the High Priestess and the Hierophant. Now, yes, if this is a love situation, there could be a third-party situation going on here, because we've got the marriage card. We've got the spiritual connection between the High Priestess and the Hierophant. The High Priest and the High Priestess. The High Priestess many times could be a third party, the other woman. So we've got another major arcana card here, Pisces. It screams Pisces to me. Very strong Piscean energies. So whatever's going on with Saturn and these blockages and these limitations are saying that, okay, we're on the right track, or we're being put on the right track. There's something that will be revealed, but there's great promise here. There is great promise here with the 3 of Earth. What is beneath the High Priestess? We've got the Tower again, everyone. So, oh my God, you knew this all along. You need to trust your intuition. Something is going to show up for you today that was nudging at you, that was speaking to you. You knew all along. And what you knew is going to be revealed to you around about now. Okay? Queen of Fire. She was yesterday's card. She was yesterday's card on Instagram. So Queen of Fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. She holds the fire within. She's very intuitive. She's very powerful, very strong. And I've noticed recently that the divine feminine is very powerful. Those of you that have been following us on Instagram will notice that we have not seen any kings in our daily cards recently. It's been Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, High Priestess. It's just been all the divine feminine, which is telling me that the power comes from the divine. The divine meaning the yin energy. Even though, yes, we know that the Queen of Wands is a masculine energy, and we know that, you know, the divine feminine does hold masculine energy. So there's an energy of compassion, love, nurturing, but also that instinctual, aggressive, powerful action being taken. And I guess that would be, I would say, more so from the divine feminine. So we see that there's a lot of secrecy relative to the divine masculine. But here there could be a big opening, a lot of illumination as to the, even though there's been secrecy, stoppages, fear coming from the divine masculine source. Now we see that there's possibly collaboration. Let's see. And I would say maybe, possibly, it could be that the divine masculine is seeing the light, and therefore closing up a certain chapter. Oh wow. Well, I thought I noticed a card being open, but I usually don't look at the cards when I'm shuffling. But look at this. I mean, this is incredible. Never-ending story. Something's never ending. Possibly because someone needed to have some sort of enlightenment. Let's see what the never-ending story says. It's a 37, which equals a 10. A never-ending story may be coming to an end. Let's see what it says. Number 37. Self-criticism, the wounded ego, unnecessary dramas. There is a story woven through the imperfect fabric of life that tells of hurt and loss, rejection and humiliation, self-loathing and arrogance, and all manner of suffering born of unnecessary dramas. It is the old story whose refrain is that you cannot do this, must not go there, should not say that, lest your world come crumbling down, which is very much the Tower. Today, know that none of this is actually true. The sky is not falling. The voice you hear is just a small, scared, conditioned part of you that got stuck in a lie, wants to protect you and needs to be seen as a victim. Love that lost piece of you. Fear is all it knows. Distorted guidance is preventing you from being true to yourself. You are not your story, and the narrator is simply the voice of your fearful part. Small and vulnerable and easily soothed. So I feel that this is the fear connected to this King of Earth. Where relationships are concerned, because the message is right on. So we see that this King of Earth is going through an awakening. They're seeing something that's true, and I feel that they are releasing this never-ending story. And of course, you could be part of it because you're here watching this reading. We do see the ending here. And we know that the Hierophant, for me, many times very much like the Emperor, like the Devil, where there are restrictions and obligations and responsibilities, which may have been a never-ending story. It could be connected to someone's home, someone's family, someone's heritage, right? And there's been a lot of experience, a lot of wisdom that's coming through, lots of lessons connected to this King of Earth. Where relationships are concerned, sometimes your heart enters into a contract with another that results in pain, not because of abuse or neglect, but for other more complex reasons. Shame, fear of intimacy, and low self-esteem are the greatest challenges to the success of a relationship. Consider how valuable this knowledge is, however. Right now, you have an opportunity for important healing, but you must reflect on the stories you weave about love, connection, abandonment, rejection, and loneliness. And I'm going to say, relative to this message, remember that the Sun and Venus and Mercury, they are very close together. They're in a conjunction. Venus has been reborn. She started a brand new cycle. Mercury's coming up. Mercury's the communicator, the messenger, coming up to the Sun through burning these, the planets, Mercury and Venus, will energize and therefore bring courage and initiation, as a conjunction, of course, is a new beginning. These are new seeds that are planted. Okay, so maybe there was fear of opening, communicating clearly, even emotional fear, being open to love, speaking openly about matters of heart, difficult decisions. Difficult decisions on how we communicate, what choice to make, because Gemini is the twins, remember, and the twins, of course, can speak to twin flame. The twins are two people that fit each other like a glove, right? And the twins can be siblings, soulmates, so on and so forth, which could be friendships, which could be siblings, right? Sisters, brothers, friends that are like soulmates, right? Not only do you need to begin a new story, you need to forgive yourself for telling yourself the old ones. Have compassion for the part of you that believes all that narratives, all those narratives. None of them were ever true anyway. So maybe, and I would say that there will be awareness relative to some lies and a bit of deception as well. A lot of revelations. We had the Tower twice, obviously. Where prosperity is concerned, fear, envy, procrastination, greed, and the perception of victimhood could all be active in your life at this moment. Are you comparing yourself with others, thinking their success should be yours? Maybe you're afraid of all that good that is coming your way, so you step out of your lane, totally aware of what you're doing, but seemingly powerless to stop yourself. Are you back where you started, or in a situation that reminds you of past failures? Financial insecurity is scaring you. You must learn to love yourself through missteps and sabotaging moments. Use criticism constructively right now. Better yet, stop telling this story altogether. Make up a new one. The universe loves you deeply and will wait for you to figure that out. Tell a new story, and success is all but guaranteed. You can do it. And the protection message. So for those of you that possibly this message should be in the reverse, this is a time to avoid drama at all costs, especially when it comes to other people's stuff. Your sensitivity is on overload these days, and I would say that's the Pluto from Aquarius squaring over to Mars in Venus, in Taurus, in a Venus-ruled sign. We need to avoid drama, especially when it comes to other people's stuff. Your sensitivity is on overload these days, and you're best served by keeping your distance. Your mantra today is, not my circus, not my monkeys. All this drama will pass and you will carry on unscathed and blameless. So this is like taking a step back, try and avoid drama at all cost, my dear friends. Let's see emotionally where we will be when you receive this message. What's going on in the psyche of you or the person you're here and watching this reading for. Now, I'm going to say also that we are in the energies of because it's been activated, a lunar eclipse in Pisces, which is taking place September 18th, which is a full moon, and it's a lunar eclipse. It's been triggered, so I'm mentioning that because this is Pisces, right? So very important, especially for you if you're a mutable sign or you've got planets or angles towards those last degrees of the mutable signs. And of course, only recently, on the 6th of June, and today's the 11th, we had a new moon in Gemini, which was a very positive new moon. And we're coming up to a full moon in Capricorn, June 22nd, at those first degrees. We're going to have two full moons, one in June and one in July in the sign of Capricorn. So very important for the cardinal signs, Capricorn, Cancer, Aries, and Libra. Those of you that have got planets or points at the first or at the last degrees of those signs, usually when we've got consecutive 2 full moons or 2 new moons in the same sign, it speaks volumes. So check out the Capricorn house in your own natal chart. Which house is ruled by Capricorn? That's a very significant area of your life that is closing up, because full moons are completions, right? What is going on? And we've got Libra energies here. We've got pride and ego, and the peacock, and devotion. Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I did mention very strongly, like the devil, this energy here, and we know that the king of earth could also be a Capricorn under these circumstances, surely. But this is either a contract, a marriage, it could be, I mean, the devil does speak to fears as well, a lot of karma. It is Saturn. Saturn is squaring over to Gemini. Pisces squares over to Gemini. So very important for the mutable signs, especially born in the 2nd and 3rd decan, that something is being replaced, something is being taken away. It could be ego, it could be those fixated insecurities, I'm going to say, because I see the pride and ego as a card of great abundance, very strong, intuitive, and very spiritual card. This is the animal totem of Juno, the wife of Jupiter, and we know Jupiter was a player, but she withheld her position of leadership and strength. That was her loyalty within the relationship. Maybe this is what the cards are saying, because we've got a card of devotion and loyalty here. That someone, even though there could be third parties, gossip, infiltration by other people, doesn't have to be romantic. It could be just generally other people, third parties, that have brought a sense of imbalance but following and being devoted to a certain direction, relationship, decision, life's purpose. This is what will bring the abundance. And we've got, this is Libra, which is where the South Node is. This is like letting go of any complacency and taking action, not fearing. Because this is, we know that the peacock will fight till its death, to win over its partner. So yes, there can be competition. There can be competitive energies here, and it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be where financial abundance is concerned. It could be amongst relatives, family. This could be a family business where there's competition. But this is like staying on path. Something will be revealed. When we haven't been able to get unstuck from this, here come the tower moments, because we saw the tower twice. And this is a huge shift. Oh my God, everyone. Oh my God. Oh my God. These are the blockages. These are the fears. These are the third parties, a karmic relationship which blocks a twin flame connection, possibly. Look at the telepathy. Look at the signs and synchronicities that are coming through. And healing. I got the goosebumps. Some of you, yes, could be connecting with a twin flame that's physically at a distance. This could also be another blockage where, things needed to change, needed to be tweaked. Remember what I said. Today, the moon is in conjunction over to Saturn. These are tweaking the blockages, emotional blockages being tweaked. Trust your intuition, even though you may not have all the information, because the information will come through, and this maybe is a sign or a synchronicity coming to you. So it's following our heart, it's following our higher self, no doubt. This is the only way we'll find the exit point of these blockages here. This karmic cycle that some of you may have been in. Remember the never-ending story? Some of us are receiving the lesson. And that's what karma is. Lessons. I want to take 3 Sibilas on this 3 of Earth. I do see the devotion card as an Ace of Wands, so there's an opportunity. The light comes on. There's great desire, physical desire, but also a spiritual connection between you and a twin flame. Some of you are in a third party. You're connecting with a karmic as well as a twin flame. Wow. Let's see what's going on. We've got Namika. The mask comes off. This is the female competition, let's say. She's like the Queen of Swords. Can be like the Seven of Swords as well. But the mask comes off here. Truths are going to be revealed. We've got the Death card, which is the 5 of Swords. There are third parties. So the negativity, the competition is dying, is third parties are falling away. We've got Scorpio here. And we've got, it's the 5 and the 6 of Swords, my friends, which is saying that we're leaving the challenges. And the challenge can also be our perception. The stress can be internal as well as external. The competition may be with your higher self in needing to and trusting in your intuition and not getting yourself in, not being your own worst enemy and blocking your own self. So Spirit is like hoping and wishing that those ships come in and that you come into peace and tranquility. But this is also possibly leaving the challenges and transitioning. This could be physical travel because we see the ship here, right? This is like leaving the torment behind. Oh my God, everyone. Reunion. 8 of Wands. The reunion card is here. This is a meeting. This is physical distance. This is agreement. This is very much like the 2 of Cups that we had on Instagram today. Need I say any more? Expect messages. Expect devotion. Expect abundance. Expect reciprocity. A return on your sacrifices. There's a surrender. There is a surrender, and you need to trust in that. It's like Spirit is saying, leave it up to me. Leave it up to me. I will show you. I will guide you the way. What's beneath the reunion? We've got the Ace of Wands, like the devotion card. There is someone's popping a question. Someone's promising something for you. This is Emmanuel. This is the spiritual connection. This is like the twin flame card in the Lavera Sibilla. There's so much fire and so much desire to connect. This is an agreement. This is a new contract. There's no more competition. Competition is dying away, falling away. And there will be a lot of communication and a lot that you'll be finding out about. So let's take a chocolate message card and see what Spirit wants us to know around about now. Whenever you receive this message, it will be important for you. And we've got romance. Love is in the air. It sure is, my friends. Love is in the air. Strawberry cream chocolate. Let me show you. And let me read it for you. It is okay to feel reluctant and shy. View the world through romantic eyes. Open your heart to tenderness, even when caution and tradition are encouraged. Be a loyal friend to others and yourself. Embrace nostalgia and sentimentality. A time of happiness and childhood memories abounds. To me, this is the 6 of Cups, so it's a soulmate connection. For some, it's a twin flame. It's someone you've known from a past lifetime, from your childhood. Return to your youth. That's the Gemini season. Honor your inner child. Ring an old friend. Organize a school reunion. Approach a new opportunity with a childlike eagerness. Welcome all opportunity with childlike excitement. I honor my inner child and give it all it needs to stay nourished, healthy and happy, and young at heart. Young is Gemini and heart is where the moon is transiting through Leo today. So Leo does come through. The inner child, right? Happiness, flirtation, fun, power. And we need to view the world through romantic eyes. Embrace what's going on today. Embrace the changes, my dear friends. Romance is in the air. What can I say? An amazing, amazing reading. I hope you enjoyed it. And thank you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. It's a time of action. There's so much masculine vibrations in the air today. It's not about sitting back. It's about taking action. It's asking the questions. It's communicating. It's learning, right? But don't forget that feminine side as well. Okay, so thank you so much. Thank you so much. We'll be back tomorrow. So same time as usual. I love reading tomorrow. So check us out. Make sure that you are subscribed if you're interested in a personal reading. Get in, because it's scorching hot in Greece now. Very, very hot indeed. Summer is here with a bang. And as many of you know, I do take some time off during summer. I don't know exactly when it's going to be, but I will be pausing personal readings very soon. So maybe take advantage, get in before others, let's say. And when it's too hot, it's just impossible to work. And you can probably hear I've got a fan next to me. It's really, really hot. And this kind of work is it takes a lot out of you, and it's really hard in summer. So thank you, my dear friends. Sending you lots of love, lots of light, and I will be back. Just letting you know, Agapi is under my table. She was on my table just before I started reading. She finds it much cooler beneath the table, right in front of me. So her energy is with us. She is here. The little one is, little Gaia is growing very fast. She's all over the place. She's got a little cubby house. She goes and she sleeps where I put my shoes, at the bottom of my cupboards. She likes it there. It's nice and cool and a little bit dark. So it's sleep time. Babies sleep during the day, But anyway, my friends, thank you so much. Talk to you tomorrow. So I'll catch you in the chat tomorrow. Do join us, as we'll be doing the yes please, of course. And I'm thinking how to do it. So I'll let you know tomorrow, possibly through the community announcement. Much love.